will. That is awesome. What is this?
What? Oh my god! It's the green screen. It's like it's working on the Christmas tree.
Holy
That
shit!
is so weird. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't intend on that. It is my
That is
little
awesome. I
Christmas
was like,
tree.
really, that's a glitch in the matrix right there, right? It's
It
like
is.
it's finally revealed.
Whoa.
You're not really human after all. It's just like
It's a photo of trees from last episode's background. Do you remember I was in like a winter wonderland? And
Crazy.
that is great. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Hey, we're live. Hi, Marcus.
Yeah, whoop whoop. Christopher Fischbauer is here
Cheers.
as well. He's been joining us for a couple of daily dose of SEO. So Christopher,
Very nice.
thanks for tuning in as well.
Yes.
Actually, a couple of people that tuned in. That is awesome. Stay here for at least one more hour. We're definitely going to make it worth your while because we would like to temporarily redirect you from work to
the weekend.
That's us. What are you drinking? The good old Tegernseer?
Good old Augustina today.
Good old Augustina, always a good choice.
Also glitching. What are you drinking? A nice white wine there.
It's not. It's actually Fritz Müller, the German answer to Prosecco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's really nice and
yeah. It's fancy.
So Izzi to you. Cheers to you.
Cheers, Christopher.
Cheers, Christopher as well. What are you drinking?
Prost.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously, for a couple of you, it's early in the morning. If you're watching us from the East Coast, from the West Coast, whatever, it's very early. So obviously, you can also drink coffee, tea, or whatever beverage you would like. But take a beverage and sit back and enjoy another episode of 302 of A Kind. We get quite some exciting stuff to talk about. I guess. I hope.
We always do. I mean, we could spend the whole hour with no news and we would have a fantastic time, right?
Yeah, we would, but I don't know everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, if they commented and told us things, then we would have a lot of fun as well without the news.
And that's actually a good cue. So if you're watching us, I see a lot of people are watching. So please type something in the comments. And we're really looking at, we really need this kind of feedback because I'm sitting at home in my basement. You're sitting at home, right? We're talking into a computer.
Yes.
It's always nice to actually see there's actually a couple of people really listening here. Besides Christopher, but obviously I also appreciate you.
We're very happy.
Commenting. Get me another coffee. Still some work to finish before the weekend, so the hard stuff needs to wait. Ooh,
sensible.
Definitely. Yeah, sensible. Yeah. That's a good point there, Christopher. He's getting into the Christmas spirit. Get the shit done before the hard stuff comes.
You could add a shot to your coffee. Yeah, some Irish liqueur, some whiskey. Now I've turned off the green screen. You can look at the nice trees.
But it is so weird that it would really obviously because it's green, right? It would be taken as a green screen. But it's really cool. Did you build this yourself, by the way?
No, Armin did. My other half.
Nice. The more crafty half.
Yes, the nerdier other half. Yeah.
The nerdier, really?
Yes.
Can't get any more nerdy than you, right?
I mean,
know. Like
that's
queen
saying
of
something.
Nerds.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Queen of nerds.
I don't know. I was like, is that even a thing? I don't know. Just thought about Liquor 43. Some vanilla taste should be good.
Oh, Liquor
nice.
43.
I don't know. Did we have 42 liquors before? So now we're thinking about liquor number 43. You had a lot of shots today, right? I mean, like good going. I mean, even be able to still stand after 42 shots. Oh no, that's a liquor. That's a brand name.
It's a Spanish liquor. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I was like, he was just like, oh, I have to wait for with the hard stuff because it just had 42 shots, right?
No, that's why he needs coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's the name of the liquor. Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry.
Good reading skills.
Yeah. But Izzi, let us spill some beans, huh?
Let us spill the tea, Marcus. We will spill the tea. I'm gonna share now.
Oh, look, we're starting off. Watson's here. Good morning,
hey,
Frank. Make it. That's awesome.
Long time no see.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
The good old Frank Watson. It's pretty early for him, so he's probably drinking coffee there.
Yeah, I was just admiring his profile picture. Are you dressed as like a koala bear in Australia?
He is the Aussie webmaster after all, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's like but I haven't seen that picture before, which is kind of.
I love it. Tell us more, Frank. Yes, koala.
I moved. Yes, koala. Awesome.
Yeah, so starting off with some right news today, because our team just got a little bigger and a little more awesome with Claudia Linsenmeyer joining us as the new CMO. Yeah, really happy. She has a very wonderful, illustrious career. She's been working at Salesforce as part of their German market team. So we're very, very happy to have her on board, and I'm very proud to share the news finally with everyone.
Yeah, I just could not wait to share the news. This was just beyond exciting to finally be able to share that news. I mean, you just said she worked at Salesforce. She actually worked at Salesforce for 15 years.
Yes.
She started at Salesforce right around the time about the size that we had, maybe even a little bit smaller. This is when she started at Salesforce, right? And now, I mean, like obviously everybody knows Salesforce, and she has basically moved up the ranks at Salesforce for 15 years, and everybody that knows the Salesforce organization also knows you cannot just, there's no free ride. I mean, like really, you gotta perform consistently, and she did it for over 15 years. She eventually became a CMO for Germany and Austria. She was a member of the advisory board. So she had some prestigious roles within the organization, and Andy made it happen. I mean, like, holy shit, right? I mean, like, so many people came to congratulate me. Oh, great move. And that's all Andy. It's like, I have no idea how he did this, but he totally, also we say he hat sie angezündet. Also, I mean, not literally, obviously. Also he ignited a flame in her. I don't know, something a little bit weird in English. I'm sorry, but
no.
And she is just phenomenal. Also, she's just phenomenal. And not just a phenomenal human being, but also obviously super, super, super smart and everything when it comes to marketing. And just having done this, like once before, joining Salesforce when they were just about our size, and and look what it has become. So yeah, I just can't wait to really work more with her, because she's just
definitely
an awesome being. Also, Claudia, we definitely love you. This is awesome that you joined right.
Yes, very
by the way, Mariano
this.
is here. Hello, and Prost. Hello, Mariano.
Prost, Mariano.
Great for joining. He's actually watching on YouTube, so be smart as Mariano. Watch on YouTube. And by the way, Christoph has some drinking tips for me. A small shot isn't that hard either. Marcus tried with milk, for example. It's great, and kicks too if you enjoy enough. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not big of a shot guy. I mean, like, I have all these liquor bottles here. I like never drink. So I'm not really the shot person. And actually, like, with one shot might already be enough for me. So I'm trying to stay away from shots. Yeah. And by the way, this is also what we tell people at Oktoberfest. We also said never drink shots, like don't mess with the shots. Try it, you'll like it. All right, but with milk.
We will.
Cool.
Okay, next show.
Next show, we're drinking shots with milk. Oh my god, this is not
good. I do love a White Russian. That is a great cocktail. That's vodka, milk, and Kahlua. It's delicious.
I mean, like from Big Lebowski.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
from,
great film.
Big Lebowski.
Speaking of great parties, I once went to one of the best SEO parties at Mariano's place in Berlin.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Mariano. Yeah.
Wow.
He had a Spanferkel, so like a suckling pig. Yeah,
what?
It was amazing. Spanferkel.
What is it? Span? Also in English?
Suckling pig.
Suckling.
Yeah.
Suckling pig. What is
like a baby pig? It sounds really bad if you. Yeah.
Säugling. I didn't even know that Spanferkel were baby pigs.
Usually, I mean, they're not the big giant ones, are they?
Yeah.
Wow, we're really getting off. Yeah, Spanferkel. That was such good fun. Happy days.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So he obviously remembers. And by the way, Rüdiger is also joining us. Awesome.
Hey, Rüdiger.
After lunch, a shot or medicinal remedy. Or C, all of the above,
all of the above.
By the way, Rüdiger, actually, this was an awesome show we had this week on Thursday. Rüdiger actually agreed to do a public SEO audit. So we did a German public SEO audit in our daily dose of SEO with Rüdiger's site, with cobereurope.com. And this was a really, really cool episode. I think we went over time for like 30, 40 minutes. No one left, which is a good sign always. But nonetheless, it was super, super interesting.
Nice.
Lots of different aspects, from the crawling part to actually really dissecting Google Search Console data. So this
Which
was
website?
really a fantastic one. So thanks again, Rüdiger, for just allowing us to do this publicly. This was a really great show.
Oh, it was Rüdiger's website.
It was Rüdiger's website. Also his employee, cobereurope.com. And coincidentally, we actually have another guy from Kaiser and Kraft, who's also a regular listener of the Daily Dose of SEO.
Arvin.
And they're actually competitors in the SERPs, what I thought, but actually they're like more of like a customer of Kober Europe. So this is like a, whole 9 yard kind of thing. This is like a really cool audit. It was a great show. Thank you very much.
I'm sure.
I really liked it. But this one is obviously also a great show, obviously. But if you can speak German, I mean, it might make sense to also take a look at the audit. You might like it. Again, I had a lot of fun analyzing the site, and just check it out if you can speak German. By the way, SEO Spanferkel for about 7 years. Aha, okay. I was never invited, Mariano. That's just
it was
saying.
In Berlin. It was in Berlin.
I was still not invited. I mean, I can choose not to come to Berlin, not to come to the party.
But hopefully next time.
I might have been invited, but I don't know.
It's super exclusive, Marcus. Super exclusive. I know.
It
was literally just me and the pig. Yeah. Yeah, hanging out together. Amazing. Anyway,
it's disturbing. I don't know.
Yeah, a bit. Anyway, let's move on. This week we had another product review update. So we had one back in April 2021 where Google, let me zoom in a little bit for everyone at home, where Google shared some information on what you should do if your website reviews products in order to not, suffer the consequences, let's say. So there's a lot of information on there. Yeah, I can go on the next page. But we had some updates this time. So you've probably already been aware of it if you do offer product reviews. But showing visuals, audio, or other links of your own experience with the product helps support your expertise and reinforce the authenticity, and also including links to multiple sellers. It's interesting they have to put this explicitly in the guidelines, right? To give the reader the option to purchase from their merchant of choice. So, trying to reduce the bias or any bias going on in the review there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like Google giving sort of these best practices here in that article. And this, I mean, like, goes clearly against like typical affiliate sites, which will just, not really review the product, just write something, slap on the affiliate code, try to make some money. And now they really say you have to have experience with the product. You have to show the experience, audio, video, whatever. We want to know that you really reviewed the product, and also link out to multiple sources and not just the one affiliate source, obviously. So this is really going against affiliate towards more what do we say, an altruistic approach to product reviews, so to speak. I mean, like, this is how the user wants it, right? I mean, this is how I as a user would want it, right? So it makes a lot of sense, but obviously it's a bit of a slap for a lot of affiliates out there who, I mean, like, how do I still make sure, I'm getting paid for the time I spend for reviewing it extensively, right? So, but I mean, like, if you have the traffic, I think there's always a way for monetization. So, I mean, like, play by the rules.
Yeah, just interesting. Like, how do you properly provide evidence that you're using this product, like selfies with this new stereo system?
Yeah, also like a video, like really how you're engaging.
I mean, videos,
product and stuff like this, right? But selfies, whatever. So I think it's really left to your imagination how you can really make sure to let people know that you really engage with that product you're reviewing.
Definitely. Good. Nice. Yes, so you can also see there the whole list of recommendations that Google's providing if you're a product review website. All completely relevant, makes sense in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think as always, as a role model, so to speak, I think there's the New York Times Wirecutter. I think they do it phenomenally well.
Yeah.
I think this is exactly how you want it. How not just Google wants it, the user obviously wants it. And this is like really great reviews, really well done. I think that's a good best practice if you're really struggling to, how should this look like? What should I do? I think take a good look at Wirecutter. They're definitely really on top of the line here.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt some a lot, especially when looking at higher pricing good. Yeah, definitely. With higher priced goods, I mean, like obviously, I have to engage with their product right before I review it. So obviously, this can make it a little bit harder. Yeah, definitely a good point here, Christopher.
Yeah, I do wonder, and I'll be keeping an eye out over the next months to see how closely Google will abide by these guidelines and just how much content creators and reviewers are taking it seriously. And maybe they have creative ways. Getting 8 dishwashers. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you going to do?
It, right? Yeah. And then I have to find out where can you buy this, right? And
yeah,
with affiliate marketing, I get it basically like I get a feed I can use right now. I really got to sort through all the different offers, really see who sells what. Do they also have an affiliate program I can sign up for? Getting a big hassle, and obviously nobody's buying 8 dishwashers to really thoroughly review the best dishwashers in Germany. But I think this is exactly what we want. I mean, like this is exactly what the user want. This is not a user problem, right?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, like obviously in Germany we have Stift und Warentest. They're doing this extensively, and this is really basically your the final opponent, the Endgegner, so to speak. How can you provide additional value beyond a Stift und Warentest, for example? Or like what I just said with Wirecutter and from the New York Times. So this is really, it's just getting a lot harder here.
Yeah.
Reviewing Maserati will become a far more difficult for all the influences. Yeah, dude, like Maserati reviews, right? I mean, like, and I also got to say, it's like if you're an affiliate, and like reviewing Maseratis is probably not gonna, not gonna.
I don't think that's
pay like your bills. I mean, like, I'm not aware of any affiliate program for selling Maseratis online. It's not like the typical, add to shopping basket kind of product, right? So, yeah, I think for
best
that,
sports car, and then choosing the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need all these top 10 cars.
Exactly. Yeah.
Of course, but it's a barrier for sure. But there will be ways. However, we'll see that we can really dive in and distinguish the best stuff. That's it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was using a lot of these review websites when trying to find inspiration for Christmas gifts. So, best tech gifts of 2021, which is quite funny because Google.
Can you talk about it? Or is there something that you actually got to Armin, so you can't talk about it right now?
He's got his noise cancelling headphones on at the moment, but I'm still worried.
What are the top tech Christmas presents?
A lot of sporty stuff, which I'm not really bothered about, like sport fitness watches and massage guns and like workout stuff that, like, to be honest, we're not really sporty people. So. But
esport is also a sport, so it's cool.
That's true. We do like gaming. So, like Nintendo Switch, that's been a good popular one. Yeah, and PlayStation 5, hard to find those around.
Yeah. Can you buy it? I think it came out 2 years ago. I think there's still no way
almost
to buy it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like...
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, I haven't looked though. That's too expensive for me. But Google has released their year in search, so now we can find out all the things that people have been looking for. Just usually quite interesting, right? And always varies depending on what you're searching for in the world.
I actually checked out Germany, UK, US. The global ones. Look at this here, charcuterie board. Seems to be a big thing, like.
Oh, because everyone's getting fancy at home, aren't they? So they want to make charcuterie boards for their friends. This is very trendy at the moment. Nasi goreng. Oh, I really want to make birria tacos. They look so delicious.
What
But
is
you can't get them
birria?
in Oh, it's like a type of taco that you sort of like fry. Wait, I need to like.
Oh, I need to Google this. Birria.
Yes. Wait, yeah, I've got it. Here. So like they've got some pork in there and all the good, delicious stuff. And then you sort of fry them so they're a little bit crunchy. Yeah, I really want to make some.
Birria tacos. Never heard of that. By the way, Australia versus England, probably. Test matches should be trending.
Yeah, look up here, Frank. Right at the top.
Yeah, but he says Australia versus
Australia versus England.
with India, and India versus England, not Australia versus England. But
that's my fault. I was misreading
just
it.
because those have already been, and this is, I think, Australia and England won, so this is now the other one. I think he's confused.
I'm confused as well.
Very early in the morning for him.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, come on. First leading me to drink and now making me hungry.
Yes, that's what we do here. Oh, I didn't check the UK, actually. I didn't check my home country. I know. I'm too I did check German. Oh, is Facebook down? Is WhatsApp down? When will lockdown end? What does COP26
stand for? What does COP26 stand for? Should I Google it? What does COP?
I'm thinking. I'm not typing.
Stand for?
Is it like Conference of the Parties?
Conference of the Parties submitted was attended by the countries United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Okay.
Yeah, it was the climate change conference in Glasgow that was happening while I was in Edinburgh giving a talk about website sustainability.
Awesome.
I know.
By the way, Dominique is also joining. Hello, Dominique.
Cheers and welcome.
And I think there was also something. Can you scroll down one more? No. Damn it. There was something also. What is... I didn't see it. Okay, whatever.
Doom scrolling was searched more than ever globally. What is doom scrolling?
Doom scrolling, is it...
Oh,
in terms of just... okay. So you're reading more and more shit, and then
more bad news
about it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm learning so much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like really, COP46, doom scrolling. Actually, a good word, doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling, yeah. Nice gif.
What is
really
that?
Weird. I don't know. It's like some slime.
Yeah, and how did they even do that gif? I mean, like somebody actually did this, right? So somebody actually...
I think it's animated. Yeah. I'm going to pause that. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Yes, Web Almanac. Has it been updated again?
Woohoo!
Or is it all... Has it? Or...
Yeah, yes? It has. Yeah, definitely.
Great.
And, I mean, like, obviously, I enjoyed the SEO part. And it was written by Patrick Stocks, Tomek, our good friend Tomek Rutsky, and Jim Newry. And also with a lot of contributors, but I think those were the main ones. And there's really, really a lot of interesting stuff in there. This is the SEO part here. I mean, like, obviously for us at Riot, we also look very much into accessibility, performance, privacy, all that sort of stuff. But obviously, as a hardcore SEO, the first thing I looked at was SEO. And this is interesting. So you can actually see, if you scroll a little bit down, that, search engine optimization still going strong, right? Really going strong. SEO for the win. Just putting this out there, right? So everybody listening, you definitely chose the right profession. It's awesome. But what is interesting, that it's actually quite different in Germany, because in Germany, where actually search engine optimization, also Suchmaschinenoptimierung, is actually trending a little bit down. So we actually had our peak and it's trending a little bit down now. So we can see globally it's still on the rise, but in Germany it actually
Oh,
it dipped a little bit, which is rather interesting.
Is that the topic or the search term?
It was the topic. I can pull it up actually. Google Trends. Suchmaschinen. Optimierung. There's genau Thema.
Yeah, I mean, if it was just the keyword, then it could make sense that people are searching more for the English term, search engine optimization, even if they're German, right? These things happen with technological terms.
Wait,
but if it's
I send it to you real quick, then you can. I didn't compare it, but you can definitely see that it's going a little bit down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is the German trend.
It's the topic. Yeah.
But still, it still has more volume than any of the other categories like search engine marketing, SEA, social media, TikTok, influencing, whatever. SEO is still going strong. I should leave it like this.
Yeah, stay down. Just kidding. SEA is okay.
Search engine advertising. So it takes it as a topic, so it should actually.
Yeah, it should, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe search engine marketing.
Or put social media marketing. Yeah.
No, Bianca's watching, and we don't want to upset Bianca. She's our social media pro. No, of course. Social media marketing.
Boom. So
yeah,
who's bringing home the fish?
How much is the fish?
How much is the fish?
Fun. Yeah, that's cool. A nice little tidbit of knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were a couple of things. Actually, there was a great write-up of the Almanac in the latest Wingman newsletter. So we have a phenomenal German newsletter from Wingman, which is a SEO expert, SEO expert consultancy. Really great guys. They really know their shit in regards to technical SEO. And they did the great review of the Web Almanac, and I think there was a couple of interesting tidbits in there. By the way, for example, within the robots.txt, and I know you have a very interesting example of a robots.txt up your sleeve.
I do.
Oh, I love it. And which is actually funny that AdBot Google is actually getting restricted more than like normal Googlebot, which is kind of funny that people would the AdBot than the normal Googlebot.
Oh yeah.
More than 2% of all homepages seem to not have seem to have a canonical tag, right? Which is also 2% of all the homepages without a canonical tag. Obviously, this is also quite a lot. More than every 10th page, so more than 10% are failing mobile friendliness in regards to font size, which is also quite funny. More than 10%.
Oh, sorry. There's a lot of information to digest here.
So much. I'm just going through it. You have still 1/3 of all pages are still not having a meta description, which is also quite interesting. Obviously, missing out of some potential to really shape your snippets. Oh, and this is also quite an interesting fact. This is a really astonishing fact. 15% of images are already getting served with native lazy loading. And I think this is a lot. I mean, like 15%. This is a lot, especially if you consider how long this has actually existed, right? Also basically native lazy loading. And there's still, and on Mac and iOS, it's not active globally, right? So 15% having adapted to the applying lazy loading principles on the website is really quite a lot in such a short time.
I think this is also helped by a lot of great frameworks and plugins as well, on WordPress and different CMS that are enabling this, making it way more accessible. So that's really cool.
Oh, and by the way, now the pun of the day. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
vegan sites, no meat tags. I mean,
Good.
I had to read this. I'm like, no meta tags? Why do vegan sites not have meta? Oh, it's meat tags.
And it's vegan because there's no cheese, John. So, yeah.
But that's
Tons
awesome.
of cheesiness.
No meat
No
tags.
meat
I had
tags.
to read it twice. I just didn't get it. As a vegetarian / vegan, I mean, like, obviously, I also don't use meat tags. Yeah.
How have we never heard of that? That's big.
I don't know. I don't know. How has he not tweeted this yet? How
have
has
you
he
been
not
sitting
been
on that joke?
Huh?
Yeah. Good.
But great you're
Funny.
watching, John. It's really
Yes.
really
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. What is eager? Do you know?
Eager?
What are eagerly
Can't even
loaded
read
image?
this.
Oh, sorry. I'll zoom in. Oh, no.
I'm getting very old. By the way,
wait, now
happy
I've
Friday.
lost it.
So it's also happy for Friday. And Leah's also here. Leah, hey friend.
Leah,
That you're watching. Welcome from Minnesota.
Eager. Let me quickly think.
Eager. It's missing. It's lazy loaded. It's invalid. It's auto. It's blank. It's eager.
Images that are eagerly loaded can be fetched right away, while images which are loaded lazily, the browser currently needs to wait until it knows where the image file is. Great.
How have I not heard of this?
I know. That's cool.
Eager.
I'm going to read more about eager images. I'm so eager
Again,
to learn
learned?
more. Again, what learned? Cool. Oh, I want to dive into this Almanac update. Anything else? Any other interesting
there was
tidbits?
mobile pages actually have 10% less internal links and about 1/3 less external links, which I think is also quite interesting. And obviously this reveals sort of like maybe a bigger problem with mobile sites, that a lot of people switching to mobile actually really messed up their internal linking. And especially if you talk about a mobile first index or soonish a mobile only index, right? Obviously, this has a tremendous impact on the ranking performance of those pages, right? If the internal link graph sort of changes, because we all know how important it is to really, internally link to your most important product pages, so really make sure Google understands this is really important, right? And obviously, it seems like a lot of pages going from desktop to mobile versions, now have at least change their internal link graph, which can have an impact due to the mobile first crawling, indexing, and ranking, obviously. So this is also quite interesting to see there.
Yep.
And what we can also see. Oh, I'm sorry.
Please go. No.
What we can also see is that rel UGC and rel sponsored, have not. Have not really, I mean, like really 50% of all the images now being served via lazy loading. This was incredibly fast, right? But rel UGC, rel sponsored, isn't really being adopted all too much. But we can see, I mean, like obviously with lazy loading, my images, this has a tremendous effect on the loading time of my website. Obviously, it's a nice low-hanging fruit here, right? And adding as instead of just no follow, adding UGC or sponsored obviously doesn't have this big impact. Obviously helps Google by really classifying those internal links, but but we can really see it's not being adopted because it's really the value for the webmaster isn't really there, right? I mean, like totally makes sense if I'm starting out a new site to maybe incorporate this, right? But who would do this, after, because there's no real effect there. There's not really an increase in performance that comes with it. So a lot of people just don't do it, and we can definitely see this.
More people are using do follow.
Yeah, this is fun. Oh, this is in here as well. Yeah, 0.2% use rel follow. So we can see there's
0.6 use
more
do follow.
What?
Do follow.
Yeah, do follow. Yay. I don't know. It's insane.
Do follow. Yes, follow. Yes, follow is the new attribute of 2022.
Or
just kidding.
Rel, please follow. You know,
Yeah,
it's
please be polite.
Please. You know, also,
Please.
I don't know. Let's wait for the next Almanac next year. Maybe it's getting adopted. I don't know.
The next SEO type will be polite SEO.
Polite SEO. Yeah. Have you ever talked
Please
to SEO?
index.
Yeah, you know, or whatever. I don't
Please.
know. Yeah, watching SEO Twitter, it doesn't seem this is like the most polite community out there.
So polite.
Yeah.
Like, hey Googlebot, if you have time, it'd be really nice if you could crawl and index this page, please. Thank you.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
You know, we don't need index now and stuff like this. No.
No.
Please, pretty please. Come on.
Index, please. Yeah.
May follow. This is also good.
May follow.
May.
Yeah.
This is like the vague. You know, you might want to follow it. You might not. This is your choice. Right? It's also very
cool. Know, yeah. Search engine should have the power to know that by now. So yeah. Like putting
and by the way, in regards to hreflang, en is with about 5% the most common hreflang language, which makes a lot of sense, being the most spoken language in the world, right? I think even still before China. Yeah, so it's hard because you also don't have a separation between the country language combination. So it's really just en, but so it makes a lot of sense. But whatever. I think the politeness is why sites don't get indexed. This is it. Oh my God. Right? Just the verplappert, as we say in German. What's verplappert in English? Like blurting something out you didn't want to say. Yeah, and now he blundered and just said, this is it. You know, this is the ultimate tip. Politeness is why sites don't get indexed. So if you have crawled, not indexed, discovered, not crawled in your GSC, you're not polite enough. You know, you read it here first, you know, 3 or 2 of a kind. That's the place to be.
I'm looking forward to the article, all the articles later about this. Yes. There's so many great charts in here to screenshot for presentations.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely. Yeah, and I know how these how the guys really just go through this and really compile all this information for us. So yeah, great job. This has been a ton of work. I mean, like, obviously it's very great to be a part of this, of the Web Almanac, but still it's a ton of work. So I really appreciate those guys doing this for all of us, because it's super interesting. It's just like the state of the web, and it's always very insightful, especially if you look at throughout the years. You can really see how certain trends are being picked up, and yeah. But my main one was really the one with the lazy loading. I was astounded by the 50%. This is freaking awesome, man.
I love how you don't see the menu now because I'm only showing my window, but I love how it's in the UX section as well. That's quite cool. Yeah, it's quite a nice statement.
That was nice.
Exactly. So Joost, as he treats us every year with his CMS market share analysis, we now have the one for 2021, which is always like really interesting, right? To be expected, WordPress is still growing. It still takes the market share, the vast market share there as number one. But Shopify as well, especially, I mean, mainly in the e-commerce sector, are doing amazing stuff, like really skyrocketing. I mean, we can take a look at the charts down here. So you don't see
really the number itself. WordPress 43%.
Yes.
I mean, like, seriously, 43%, right? I mean, like, that's nice, right? Like, CMS market share analysis. There's WordPress and there's like all the rest, and also looking at those trends. I mean, like, definitely what's easy to see is like this trend going down with somebody not having any framework, not having any CMS. So this is going way down. Who would, right? Who would actually now, you know, just open up a text,
go through the trouble,
slap some HTML on it, right? So it makes so much sense to actually use a CMS and so this is going down. This is a great trend to watch. But definitely, I mean, like WordPress still going so strong, and everybody else, this is just like, I don't know, and 43%. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, 43% of the web.
I feel like a lot of people don't use a CMS, so it's still quite a high statistic.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just naive and young. I mean, I'm not that young anymore, but still, like, I don't really know anyone who has built their own website from scratch.
Yeah, also for the longest time, I have a lot of sites which don't run on
fair
any.
enough.
Yeah, and which is always a big
Prove me
pain in
wrong.
the ass, downloading all the pages, and I have to do something, and then I copy and paste it to all the pages and upload them to
Nice.
FTP again. But yeah, it's just back in the day. Also, I always liked this, especially we have like a small affiliate site, like 10 pages and stuff like this. I won't do
fair enough.
WordPress system like this, but
I used to use MySpace.
No. The good old days of writing own sites. Yeah. What else could you do,
fun.
right? I mean, like really slept up my Dreamweaver. Yeah. And good old days. It's really cool.
I mean, it sounds fun. I just wouldn't expect 34%, even though it's declining.
Yeah.
Yes. Tables and I still use HTML to create tables and lists. Yeah. And other things. Still important. Yes. So very cool to also see then Shopify bouncing up. Yeah, nice.
Face5. I also remember this one. This is cool. Yeah, Dreamweaver and Cold Fusion. Yeah, memories come back. Yeah, I didn't like Cold Fusion because of that Cold Fusion markup language, right? CFML. I didn't like this. I actually used a little bit of front page also, like very early on. But I think Dreamweaver was always like my main choice, especially also working together with Photoshop or Fireworks. Was like the Dreamweaver Fireworks combination was also very good. Like slicing images and stuff like that. I really like this. So I was a big Dreamweaver nut, definitely. Front page, really. Yeah, early on. I said, like, we're talking about 2000, 2001 here, right? This is when I was using front page. And again, you said Cold Fusion. Again, sorry. I mean, like the Cold Fusion markup language format, it doesn't make any sense, right? Compiling, so like, whatever. Don't get you started. So, but yeah, but I like the statistic because it's without WordPress, without none. You can really see like it's just Shopify actually going up. You see a little bit of Squarespace going up. Squarespace, really? I don't know.
Yeah, and I used to use Squarespace when I was at university.
Oh, really?
This was way before I was like doing anything with SEO. Yeah, I built a portfolio, I know, and I created WordPress websites. But yeah, interesting. Self-HTML.
Obviously, yeah. I use this every day. Yeah, it's like always searching, copy and paste.
Cool. Yeah, really interesting analysis. We do like these, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, congratulations, WordPress. Holy shit. This is the way to knock it out of the park.
Did Sistrix create their own CMS?
Bitrix. No, also didn't hear of it. Sounds like a snack.
Bitrix.
Think about it. That first SEO Oktoberfest, Joost was writing Yoast plugin, was not out yet. Yeah, dude, I remember.
Wow.
I remember, yeah.
Wow.
Really crazy. He was actually just working for this agency in Netherlands back then. He had this awesome CSS3 website, PageRank 8, page whatever, and now look at that. He coded Yoast and just sold it. So phenomenal to see throughout the years. But I mean, like we have so many of these stories. Also, Alex Schultz, also as a Oktoberfest alumni, now CMO at Facebook, at Meta, right? I mean, like this is when he started there, right? When he was like getting recruited from eBay to go to Facebook, and I was heckling him. Why do you go there? Who would go away from eBay to join Facebook? Never heard of that, right?
How wrong you were.
Yeah, so many great stories.
I would make the same statement today, though, to be honest.
Yeah, or when Dennis left Airbnb to join Fanatics. I was like, Fanatics? What is it? I never heard of this, right? And this is Airbnb, right? Who would leave Airbnb to join Fanatics? And then, the 1 billion fundraise from SoftBank and then buying all these licenses for NBA, NFL, and it's like, oh, now I get it.
Now I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like they're the number one.
It's just Dennis.
Yeah, and also, obviously.
Yeah. We already looked at that. Hans Cronenberg. What is a Schlagzeilen?
That's the new Google Desktop box. The Google Desktop News box, so to speak. Yeah, he posted a picture of it. It was also on SEO Roundtable, I think. But this is actually the first time I saw it. It was actually from the screenshot from Hans. This is why I sent it to you.
Cool. I'll give him a like for this. Thank you, Hans.
Ooh.
Oh, what? Yeah.
You're such an influencer.
I know. This post is immediately going to get like 10 more likes in the next 2 days now, thanks to me. It is big though.
2 days ago, but whatever.
Yeah. It is quite big. That is big. That's a lot of content. Yeah.
A lot of real estate you can claim as an SEO. That's how I see
those labels. Like the little. Those are nice. It looks good. Oh no, you need some glasses, Marcus.
Yeah, I actually have glasses, so
put them on. It's cool.
I look so sophisticated.
You do.
Or at least this is how I would like to look like, right?
I have glasses as well.
Ooh.
They're very reflective. Crazy. I look so smart now.
As mine are actually window glass, so it's not really.
Yeah, mine are like with the blue light because I use screens all day. So I got the glasses to deflect the blue light just to give it a shot, even though I heard it's not like super reliable, but it does work. I've not been getting so many headaches.
Awesome.
So now I can game all night.
The placebo effect is real.
It is, and it works. Yes. So I don't need to go outside ever now.
Why would you?
Why would you? The graphics out there are terrible.
Yeah. The graphics are terrible.
There are.
And viruses out there, right?
Yeah, it is. Stay inside, people. I'm getting hungry again. Cool. Yes. Anyway. Okay, Search Pilot. We love their A/B tests. We're always chatting about their split tests. We have one an episode. So thank you, Search Pilot. This time the testing just turning content into FAQs and adding FAQ, page schema, help, SEO performance.
I haven't read it. I just clicked on it, sent it to you. I haven't read it. I would say absolutely yes.
Okay, without spoiling it, just to show everyone, here's the control.
There be an uplift. I don't know.
Well, maybe nothing happened. Maybe nothing changed. You know, maybe Google doesn't care in this instance how you structure that content.
But just by having that, it's also adding the questions, right?
Yes. So in the control, it's just like, here's the job benefits. And the variant, they're actually wording possibly like a H2 or H3 is like, what are the typical benefits of being an SEO? And then the
obviously
content.
This creates more opportunity actually to rank, right?
Yeah. I think
on there, so it should always be a better performance.
So what benefits could come out of it? I mean, you could be more eligible for feature snippets. Also getting FAQ page schema because they've added the FAQ page snippets because they've added the schema, which could then lead to more interactions on the SERPs, more click-through rates. What do you think? You say positive? Yeah, it was positive. 3% though. It's not too much, but it's something.
I think over time it will become more.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed this test, you know. This one was a bit more exciting. Not that they're boring. I just meant like it's one of the spicier tests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, like, this is also a quite regular recommendation I give to people, right? That they include more of the questions and also put them on there, you know, not just like write for the user already reading the page and engage user that knows your brand, right? but also try to tackle, especially how the people are actually searching for this. And normally this always was really fine. And answering those questions is always a great way to actually get a step before in the funnel, where before, like a lot of, for example, online shops, like tackling the short head keywords, and they're basically swimming in the shark tank, battling for those short head keywords. And with these kind of questions that I get basically in the consideration phase, when actually people are actually having the questions that actually reveals they need some sort of product, right? It's so much better to actually already help them making that decision and then placing my product there. So yeah, I also give out this recommendation quite regularly. So it's great to see that also from a statistically test perspective, it makes sense. Yeah.
It's such a simple but effective topic, right? Question keyword optimization. It's great. Love it.
Yeah, and so many people have learned that you can now actually ask all those questions to Google, something you would have never done back in the day. Although you had asked Jeeves, who was basically like forcing you, please do it, but it just didn't work. But now people really got a hang of it and doing this more and more because they know it actually works. So the opportunities are just becoming larger and larger.
Yes, absolutely. Cool. Thank you, Search Pilot, once again. Happy testing. Yeah, we always love Wanli and their guides and their content and the amazing work that they do. Our friends Bartosz, Tomek, the whole team, awesome. And last week they had a great webinar with Fabrice Canel of
was
the
also
Bing.
Guest on our show, fantastic show. Because he said he looks like Jeff Bezos and actually lives in his neighborhood. And you remember, and he goes to the supermarket and people will think he's Jeff Bezos. I love that. That's so funny.
That's really funny. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's full of knowledge and wisdom. Yes, working over at the Bing webmaster team, or what was his official job? Principal program manager.
I think he's sort of like the Daniel Weisberg of Bing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he works over there at the search, the webmaster tools. Yeah, Search Console webmaster tools. Yeah. Yes. So this is a really great write-up by the Wanli team on this webinar and the sort of key findings. But if you're really and you should be interested in the whole indexing topic, especially with the release of Index now, then definitely also watch the webinar. You can watch it on YouTube. You can ask your questions, you can post your comments, and it's really good.
Yeah, there was some really good tidbits in there. I mean, and Wanli do a lot of great webinars lately, so they are really churning out a lot of great
things.
But yeah, so this was actually also really cool. Although, for us in Germany, Index now doesn't really make sense. We don't have a lot of traction with Bing, not a lot of traction with Yandex. But obviously, if you're tackling the US, this makes sense to try out. But yeah, don't expect Google to jump on the Index Now bandwagon. Also, this is not going to happen. Yeah, I would still bet a lot of money on this. This is never going to happen. Use the new indexation, please API.
This is way better.
Again, the big tidbit. Please. Oh, we're going to be on SEO Roundtable tomorrow. Use the new indexation, please API. I see a clickbaity headline. John Mueller reveals new Google initiative to live indexing. Woohoo! Yeah. Thanks, John. Indexation, please API. I love it. This is like really.
I do.
Yeah, and you have two different levels: please and pretty please. Right. So
really, like pretty please is when it's really urgent.
How fast?
Yeah. Lol indeed, Leah. Lol indeed.
I love the smell of clickbait in the morning.
There was something that I wanted to point out. John's always shaking things up.
He was like, "Oh, what did judges do?"
I know. Wait, is this public? No.
I shouldn't interact with these guys.
It's just us three, John. You're the only attendee.
The indexation, please API.
I don't think.
Oh, and the Cloudflare is supporting Index Now. This is actually a really good tidbit. As all fun aside, this is really cool. That Cloudflare is really already part of this.
There are hints.
Customer. This makes it a lot easier, obviously.
I also wanted to point out this quite interesting fact that if you're going to submit your URL, even though it hasn't changed, Bing might lose the trust and stop coming to crawl the page after you use index now. So it shows, I mean, there's a lot of issues that could arise with using the push-based indexing. Google are aware of that. We've heard their opinions also on the Search Off the Record podcast, which we like a lot. I just think it's also interesting they're actually stating that there's one method, or there's many different methods of spamming them or of notifying too much, so you can over time lose trust with the whole system there. It's one quite interesting learning. Cloudflare is using it. You can use the hints. Of course, doesn't give ranking boosts.
Then you even have to write it on there.
I know, they have to.
Who with their right mind would think, oh, that's a ranking boost because I'm using the index now indexation? Why? Why would it?
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, and also interesting, like Fabrice would like to do a collaboration across search engines for issues posed by hreflang, which does cause quite a few issues, and it's still quite a complex topic for websites to get correct.
Yeah, absolutely. But they can team up with the Navers, the Baidus, but again, Google is having their own system, and they just don't want to open up the floodgates to more and more spam. So
no, I mean for the hreflang tag topic,
for the hreflang.
Kind of like robots.txt, kind of like schema.org, getting together and defining some standards. That would be kind of cool, I think. Yeah,
but only if all search engines do it.
Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you, Carolina, for the great write-up there. Yes, it does, Rudiger.
John, this API stands for actualization, please index.
That's nice. That should be the new name. So it's an API.
I like the indexation, please API. I like it.
Yes.
I like it a little more.
Please. What is going on now? Speaking of Bing, I mean, this was like a Bing feature for ages, and now Google is testing these really content-heavy snippets there. John Henshaw spotted it. So
I think it was Valentine who was the first. I think I sent you his tweet, and he was actually using one of the examples from our Write.com. And this is actually in our daily dose of SEO. I was showing a in-depth case in my Search Console data regarding the status code 400, because this is where we actually got downranked a little bit with the latest core update due to not anybody clicking through to us as a result. And he actually saw this example live, our status code 400 page with these tabbed site links, whatever you want to call them. Actually, I didn't know that actually Bing did this like way earlier. This is how little I searched for Bing. I searched with Bing yesterday, but I was just searching for Google. It was just I was like too lazy to type in google.de, so I just typed in Bing and then Google. It also works. And
this is Bing here.
And then it actually landed up on SE Roundtable. So I really like our example being shown there on SE Roundtable. But
we're so famous.
But I really like those. I mean, like, obviously a lot of people are complaining again. Ooh, you're not getting any clicks anymore, blah blah blah. Whatever, I can help the user, right? I can help the user answer his question, and obviously have a great brand experience here with being able to tell him what the answer to his question without actually having to click through. I don't mind. I think it's great for the user, and in the long run, this is also benefit right. So I'm cool with that. And whoever says, they just losing my clicks, whatever. Hey, just use no index. If you're not fine with it, use no index. Make space in the SERPs for everybody else who's cool with that, right? So stop complaining, just use no index.
I mean, if a query can be satisfied so easily by 2 sentences of text, then they wouldn't even spend that long on your page anyway. I mean, I know that there's ways that you can entice them and get them on the page, but if they're really interested in this topic about learning about 400 errors and resolving various status codes, they're going to click the link anyway, right? It's just another way to qualify incoming traffic. So
absolutely. Great point.
No big deal. And I mean, I know the Bing example for a while because I love my SERP stories and stuff, and I've always said yes, Google can be a little heavy on the content on the SERPs, but look at Bing. I mean, there's like 6 lines of content for each section there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite heavy. Where even like a whole Wikipedia page can be unraveled on the SERP. So it's like you can't say anything about Google when this is going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least with Google, it's only a quick sort of excerpt from the section there. I think it's cool. I think it's also going to be a good way to find potential for improving your structure of the page, your table of contents, your different headers and so on. Let's see.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So, and Brody as well has been.
And this is actually a very interesting example that you could actually see the FAQ page schema plus that tabbed site links. So it also works. Then probably you might even be able to also get a star rating snippet in there. I mean, I've also seen a lot of those star rating snippet plus FAQ page schema. And maybe there's even sort of like the triple burger here with FAQ, star rating, and tabbed content. And I wouldn't say no to that. Right,
triple burger.
Yeah,
I like that.
I my content all day, every day. If I have such great SERP appearance, I'm all in.
That's going to be the name of my new talk: how to get triple burgers in the SERPs.
Triple burgers.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make up like metaphors that I'm not familiar with in English, in German. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool with the how-to.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is a great result, right? I mean, this is a great crafted result. And I'm just like really interested, is this an SEO actually proactively doing this, or is it just like Google being so much better at rewriting snippets, so to speak, that they can make this appear? This is a great snippet. Ooh.
Amazon is retiring Alexa. No, not that one.
Oh no, the meat
tags.
That's awesome.
Yes. So Alexa was a thing. It's a little bit before my time, so you might have to tell us what this was. But Amazon had 2 Alexas.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like obviously this is not the Alexa people are talking to, but this has been this is a I would say almost a vital service for a lot of companies, because especially also in the software as a service space, there's a lot of companies that rely on Alexa data. I mean, like not exclusively, but as part of their mix. A lot of the clickstream tools, I think, for example, also SimilarWeb is using this, and won't be able to do that anymore. I mean, obviously as an SEO, I haven't used it much, but I think this is for software as a service companies. There's definitely a couple of them using this, and now scrambling to find a new data source, which are very rare, especially when it comes to clickstream data. So this was quite surprising news, definitely. Yeah, does that mean SimilarWeb is going to? I wouldn't think so. SimilarWeb still has a lot of sources left.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know SimilarWeb is very, I mean, like, they take all sorts of different data streams from, toolbars and whatever else, I'm not judging. So they definitely have more data they can work with, but still, this was a very legitimate, very big data set. And by the way, also archive.org was also using part of the crawl data, as far as I remember. So this could actually also have an impact on archive.org, which we also obviously like. After, what is it, 25 years? 20 years? 25 years? 1996. So after 25 years, they're now shutting it. It's crazy. Yeah. I remember when SEO was like, what was it, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6? I don't know, like early 2000. They tried to gain the Alexa rank. I mean, Alexa, the traffic rank was still, I think, especially looking at the US, was still a very interesting metric. And I also used it. And so what you would do is actually entice people to download the Alexa toolbar, because with every Alexa user, I think like one user was like 23,000 users as well. Extrapolated. I hope I said this right. So people were trying to entice users to actually download the Alexa toolbar to actually boost their Alexa numbers, which would lead to a higher Google ranking, which obviously it didn't. But this was something people did back in the days. Again, like something early 2000. I remember this, which kind of ludicrous.
Yeah. I was thinking exactly what Eric was. Like, it was the domain authority of its time.
Alexa and domain authority are also the things that a lot of smaller blogs use for monetization. DA. I mean, like, if somebody writes that to me, I'm not even going to respond to you anymore. It's like, oh,
that's really sad.
No. Yeah, domain authority, whatever. Oh, Eric is here. Eric, woohoo!
Hey, Eric.
One of my top 3 favorite technical SEOs is here. Eric, he's amazing. I love this.
Yeah.
Alexa rank was the DA of its time. Yeah, definitely. I can totally see this. I mean, like in Germany, we have the Systrix index, and a lot of people are selling links. This is still happening. I'm selling links of Systrix index. So saying I have a Systrix visibility index 3 site I'm selling links off, right? And before, people were using this Alexa metric and again, if you would boost your Alexa by enticing more people to download it, right, it would look like you have many more users, you have much more authority than you would actually have, but you could make more money selling links. Prost to you.
Cheers.
Prost, can't wait to finally see him live again, hopefully next year.
Same.
What if all those metrics go away publicly? I would totally I will love it. I mean, like I can still remember when PageRank was gone. Like now it's gone, right? But when toolbar PageRank was like gone for a short while, let me think, like to 7 to 8 or something like this, and everybody was like, oh my God, PageRank is gone. How do we evaluate what's a good site, what's not a good site, stuff like this? And I was still snapping expired domains back then. I mean, like obviously by at least one of the metrics being PageRank to see, what makes sense to catch right away. And I quite remember this. This was pretty crazy. But this is what I would absolutely love if all those metrics would go away publicly, because I mean, like this, only the good SEOs would prevail because they don't need those metrics, right? You don't need to tell me the DA. I can actually look at the site and get a good sense of it, if it's a good site or it's not a good site, right?
I mean, what I don't understand is the fact that, like, probably like you, I get so many emails through to my private email account, like, hey, I have high DA websites, get it on LinkedIn, everywhere. And you look at the websites that apparently have a DA of 90 or whatever, and they're absolute crap. Like, there's no value. It's just copy paste. There's some like some flash heavy 90s website for weddings in Miami. And I'm like, how? These
then they have all these different blog posts about all different topics, and then they have exactly 2 links, and they have one money link and one link to the CNN or to Google or whatever. The trust link you need to have in there, and it's like, who buys that shit? But then you actually take a look at the site, and you take a look at the site 2 weeks later, and you actually see, oh my God, there is a lot of people that actually buy that shit. But I mean, like whatever. John will bring back hit counters in the footer. That would be awesome. And I also like gaming hit counters, because with hit counters, you actually would get a lot of, if you would artificially inflate your traffic, and you would be on a lot of those hit counter letterboards, those actually had high page rank. So those are actually a nice way to actually get a lot of your spam pages juicy by applying this tactic. But I mean, like, Eric wouldn't know, right?
Of course.
Look at your traffic, not at the DA. Happy users make DA ranks. That's it. Circle of SEO Live. I smell a song. It actually sounds like a song in my head. The Circle of SEO Live. Could it?
Yes, The Lion King. SEO king.
Circle of SEO life. It's all because I don't know. I might have had too much of the German answer to Prosecco. So it's actually time to close up the show. But it's so fun. So why wouldn't
It is so fun. We have one last fun thing.
Why wouldn't you want to watch a train wreck, like rush into
I know
fire, right? So you used to point your domain at another domain that had a PR10 for a short time. When you pointed it back and you counted it showed that PR for. Oh, that's the old 302 switcheroo that also worked amazingly well. But what also worked really well was offering mirrors for W3C. There was also shit funny. You could get these PageRank 9 mirrors, right? You would officially mirror it. You would have like a PageRank 9 site. There's so much stuff you can do, but obviously, Frank knows the way around.
Shady.
Now the link
king,
the lion king, the link king, the circle of your life.
With
and it's all because you're listening to DA linking out. Just lazy loading. Okay, I'm stopping. I've stopped. You can watch again. I've stopped. I'm not singing again. It's frowned upon here in the Tandler household if dad starts singing.
It's been a very musical day.
What?
Did you see my SEO?
It's been a very musical day.
Like John was singing SEO songs on Twitter, so I tried to get involved as well.
But you had that too, right? So when he wrote that, I had John's voice in my head singing this. I know, John. I'm sorry. It is weird. We're SEO, so what do you expect?
No, I don't know.
What a beautiful thing. Hakuna metadata.
Hakuna metadata. That's amazing.
That's awesome. Hakuna metadata. I should actually register that domain. hakunametadata.com.
Go now.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Frank already has it probably. Yeah. Frank is really quick with registering domains. Yeah. I know.
It means good rankings for the rest of your days.
Is really cool. Really cool.
It's a schema-free philosophy. Yeah. No, I don't know why you're not fair. I give you my tweet, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. What is SEO? Baby, don't hurt me. It's what
was the song from who? From
Hadaway.
Oh my God. Hadaway. Actually, one of my friends
is Hadaway.
No, but she was with Hadaway, and Hadaway is actually I'm from a small village, right? Originally, I'm from a small village. And in that small village, like 12,000 people, and in that small village, like a female friend of mine actually had something with Hadaway, and I'm like, what Hadaway? He's like an international star. No, he comes from Breitenbach, Buttenbach. I don't know. So I'm also like another smaller village, like close to that small village, and that was Hadaway. And it was like I thought this is like I don't know, like an international star, New York singer, whatever. No, but
he is international. He's a huge star.
Yeah. So that's so funny. Haha.
Really from small town Germany. Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah. What is love? Baby,
don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. Oh no. What is SEO? Baby, don't hurt me.
That's going to be stuck in your head the whole
time. Yeah, totally. And it's in Sean's voice. That's the worst, right? It's not my voice.
That's the worst. No.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, this is how, I mean, seriously, right? I mean, like, Friday evening, I have John's voice in my head singing SEO songs.
I responded with another great 90s song, which is Algorithm is a Dancer.
Ooh,
do you know this song?
Is a dancer.
It's a SEO's companion.
What was these guys?
I'm not singing.
Venga Boys or no? What is
this? This is Corona. Was this Corona?
No, Rhythm is a Dancer is a culture beat or something.
Oh, you're right. Corona was Rhythm of the Night.
Oh my God, going into hiding. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm truly sorry.
Oh, there was one last funny thing on Twitter. So
on Twitter, please don't give me that.
Jens Waldrad from one of the best German SEOs. Yeah,
definitely. By far one of the best.
You found a great robots.txt. John, you're going to love this.
Yeah, this is the best robots.txt example I've ever seen.
They just allow every single URL on their website. They don't have a site, or do they have a sitemap? I don't know. But this, I don't know. Yeah.
This is awesome. And just imagine
it.
this guy like having to put this in. This is like, okay, so now we're doing SEO. So your first task today, here's a list of all our pages, and we need to add it to the robots.txt. This is how it's done. This is SEO best practice. Oh, I love this SEO job. I learned so much. Yeah. This is wrong.
It is very polite.
Like, how do you update this? Like all the okay, so it's so polite.
It's super polite. This is polite SEO at its finest.
Indexed, if that all that stuff is getting indexed like really, really fast, this is another indication that politeness indexation thing is working. It is so polite.
I love it. That really made my day today.
Okay, so what we need to do, Izzi, I have a special task for you with the right.com domain.
Yeah.
Could you please add to your robots? No,
yeah. I just do a crawl with right, and then I export, and then add it in allow. Yeah, you may crawl my site. I allow you to crawl my site. Every single page.
Oh, it's like with kids. You gotta no, you can't crawl my site. You can't. It's like what I'm still doing. It still works, right? That you want them to eat tomatoes, right? So what I'm gonna do is like, oh no, you can't have tomatoes. This is just for mom and dad, right? You
reverse psychology.
All of the sudden, she will want to eat tomatoes, and then she's like, and she's also like, I ate tomatoes.
Wow, kids are weird.
And I can't do anything. And then it's like, okay, this is too much. Now you don't get any broccoli. Oh, but I want broccoli. No, you don't get any broccoli. You ate all the tomatoes. You really think you had broccoli? That's our broccoli. And she eats all the broccoli. This is it still works. I mean, like, you really got to do it while it's still working. But I mean, like, I would suspect it's not going to work.
For search engines. No, don't crawl my website. You don't want to crawl this website. And Googlebot is like, oh, please.
Not a good please. Don't want to crawl it. Please don't.
No,
please.
It's rubbish.
If have a Shopify site and remove the robots.txt, and next thing I had 200 million pages in the index, but crap paginated pages.
Oh dear.
Did he just fall on his keyboard? What did Frank? Hello. I don't know. If I have Shopify, I don't even know if that's a question, if that's a statement.
He had
a cry for help. Please.
Apparently, something went wrong.
I don't know. Probably, something went wrong. Frank, I hope you're well. Black hat parenting. This is Black
hat God.
Oh, I love it.
Just saying,
blackhatparenting.com. I need to register some domain. hakunametadata.com, blackhatparenting.com. Lol, having a stroke. I didn't want to say this, but this is like, hey, Frank had a stroke, fell on the keyboard, and just had random SEO words popping up. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I mean, like, Frank is such a good friend, right? I didn't even want to say this.
Okay, that's enough for today.
Yeah, it is enough for today. We're 20 minutes over time, but it's just so fun. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. We had a great time.
That was a hoot.
We're not crying because I'm crying.
I'm sad that we're ending. Yeah.
But it's sad. Look at all these voices in my head now, and it's not getting better. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for all the comments. I mean, like, really, John, you made our day. Frank, Rudiger, Christopher, Eric,
Mariano.
Eric, awesome. You were watching.
Eric,
Leah, obviously. Yeah, everybody watching and interacting. That was really cool. That was fun. Thank you very much. That was really a lot of fun. And thank you, Izzi, for compiling all those slides. Thanks so much.
Thanks for sending me the links.
Obviously.
Yeah, that was really helpful.
Really, it was a great time. So now it's finally time. We would like to temporarily redirect you from work to
the weekend.
That's us. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you guys next week. And have a nice third Advent. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Yes. Have a nice weekend. You too. Stay safe and happy optimizing.
Bye. Happy optimizing. Bye.
Keep on waving.